Hello everyone, welcome to The Slice, a podcast that's focused on elevating the wealth of Africans globally, and it is brought to you by Kebu. My name is Toby David and I'm here with...
Hello guys, it's Jam here. How you guys doing today? I'm really excited about today's episode.
Why are you excited about today's episode?
Because it's fun. It's something we look forward to at the end of the year. Not Christmas, but
Something along those lines.
something along the line.
For me, I'm excited because this is our last episode for the season.
Aww,
So we'll be ending season 1. We're going out with a bang, and this will be our last episode pending season 2. When is season 2 going to come up?
January.
Okay.
That's the time that everything is dry then.
Yeah, so
We
you
want
need
to
us.
remind you- you're going to need us to
So
make sure that you plan properly.
Yes,
for
that's
the year. Anybody has New Year resolution, you're starting the year with that new spirit.
Yeah.
After today's episode.
I don't actually believe in New Year resolution. I know New Year, like there's a time for like, there's a thing about January where January has this spirit of new things. But I've come to believe that is anytime you want to change your life, you change your life. It's not about January. If you want to change your life in December, you change your life in December. But then again, like general consensus.
In Nigeria like this, like during December, everyone is so high spirited, especially on the 31st. And a lot of people make a lot of, plans, and there's this new feeling of I've made it. You get that I need to make sure that this year is going to be better. And obviously everybody like goes. There's a lot of people that didn't go to church. They go to church on the 31st. So the preaching in that day is always about renewal. It's about something fresh. So everybody comes with that same mindset that hey, this year I have to come and change. But I think yes, that's what happens. Even the gym memberships always go up in January.
That's true.
But yeah,
that's very key. So today's podcast we'll be talking about how to dirty your December.
Detty.
Yeah, in a what manner now?
In a cable vibe.
In a cable way.
In a cable way.
In a cable way. So how to dirty your December in a cable way. So I think December has always had that culture, especially for us in this part of the world. December has always had that culture of let me just relax this December. And because right from years ago when you were little, there was the whole village travels and all that. December was, and I think December has the longest break out of all the months.
Yeah, sure. I mean, most firms actually close on 20.
Yeah, so you have a week plus some more.
Plus to just get things rolling. So definitely everyone in Nigeria is always on the festive. Even I went to VI yesterday. And I'm already seeing Christmas lights.
Serious?
Yes.
Wow.
It's not. Today is November. It's November 15th.
Yeah.
No time.
And I think it's very key for this year because this year has been crazy.
Yeah. So Emmanuel was in the mall the other day and they were singing Christmas songs.
It's a lie.
I swear. They just
from 12 so
that was last week.
Wow.
So it's just crazy that we're in that festive period. Everybody's looking forward to that vibe, and usually, for me and my family, we always used to try and see how we can go back home, relax, go to the
Are you going to be going back home this December? You're too busy for all that.
Too busy.
Now.
But at least you have to try and spend some time with family as much as you can. So those are special moments for me, though.
Yeah, that's true, and also these events galore in December.
Yeah.
There's more than enough. Everybody's concerts there's really only one concert season in Nigeria.
Yeah.
In fact, from 3-4 years ago, every December there's always a calendar of events released November time so that you plan towards it. So we are just going to talk about how to make the most of your December spend, because December is a month to spend. No matter how we have been giving advice since July about saving money. This is the time to spend that money. So we authorize you by the powers vested in us by the financial gods that go and open your coffers and release your money. So for you to spend, especially for those people that have been listening but not doing the podcast.
Yeah.
So I want to also give you how to just gather more money ahead of your spending. pending December, because now you only have, if you are working on a month-to-month basis, you only have one salary now. Meanwhile, if you were listening to us since and applying what we have been saying, you have like 4 to 5 months salary. But I mean, we won't blame you. We are all human beings.
Exactly.
So how can you gather money ahead of December? Number one, okay, do you want to go first?
I feel like there's only so much you can do at this
That's
point.
true. This is like you have WAEC. It's like you have WAEC the next month and you're just starting your reading now.
So like it's going to be really difficult for us to come here and say, oh, you should gather money. Like, it's going to be like.
So there's really nothing that you can do.
At this point,
it's late. But I mean, the one two you can do. Okay, so I think first of all, let's just say that do not take loan.
Yeah.
Don't. I know it's bad, but don't take loan because you want to get your December. You will cry in January.
Exactly.
Because anyone that will be giving you loan now, the interest rate will be higher than normal.
Exactly.
December is time for them to recoup loans. Even banks, they don't really release. They release loans towards the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
So any loan you're seeing now, they are punishing you for that loan.
I think like for like context, there's no right now, and here's the thing: most people don't really plan for December. Like that's usually the thing. Most people just say that, oh, I have salary in November, and I have salary in December.
Okay.
So yeah, like you have salary in December and you have salary in November as well. And the issue is that most people actually like plan towards that stuff by November. Yeah. And if you're really careful and thinking about okay what you're going to do in December, you'll probably be planning towards it by October. But the majority of everyone actually just spend like December salary.
Yes. Just blow.
You just blow it off. And what most businesses really do is that they try to see how they pay the salaries earlier than normal.
Yes.
They try to see how they can offset the bills that they would incur. So people will bring a bag of rice, just to offset those things and be able to. And some companies actually pay like double, like
bonuses, 13th month.
Exactly. So those are like things that culturally we know people spend everything. But just to cushion the effect that, okay, during this period, you're obviously going to spend a ton in just 1 week, firms actually make it conducive for most people. So really, really like, it's sort of different here in Nigeria than in most places.
Yeah. I would just say that pending, because this is November, we're already by the time we're recording this is the middle of the month.
Yeah.
So right now you're probably spending your October salary.
Yeah.
So I would just say that once you get that November salary, I mean, no, from the moment you hear this thing, just activate survival mode. Pending December coming, because you still have like 2 to 3 weeks before the debt thing kicks in. So,
and it's so nice that we're talking about it now, because like this is the perfect time to actually plan, so that you're not so choked by January.
Yeah, that's true.
Like this is the perfect time to say, okay, maybe I'm not going to spend as much, in early December, and like when I combine the December and the balance I have in November, I can be able to like have the best in the festive period. So.
Yeah, so pending the December, so let's go on survival mode. Watch the main spending things we have, especially in this country. Number one, food. Yeah. Number one. So from now till you start dating, just start cooking. Just start anything going out. They are not supposed to be found there. Transport. Well, some people cannot survive without Uber, but I don't know. Look for a cheaper. Is there a cheaper alternative to Uber?
You can check. Look at this bed.
You have to check for mainland to island.
So like when you're thinking of like preparing now, what do you think they should be doing like right now?
Okay, so right now, what you should be doing is number one, budget. But that one, I started budgeting mainly like 2 months ago, and I've seen the difference.
Wow.
Like when you budget.
Do you have an app that?
Yeah, I have an app.
Or do you use like Excel, like suppose? Like
no, those were old school.
Okay.
Me, I'm an app guy. Yeah, I have an app. What's the app? I think it's called Money Lover. So it's not a fintech app or anything. It's just an app for you recording your expenses, setting a budget.
So how much you spend a day, you just put it there.
Yeah. So how much you spend a day?
Do you like after the whole day or during when you make expenses?
No, I have another app for habits. So part of my habit is tracking my spending. So the habit app reminds me to track my spending every evening. So every evening I go there and try and like you'll be so surprised how you miss out like little like you know how at the end of the month you look at your account like where did all the money go to?
Yeah.
By the time you're tracking everything, you begin to notice that little 200 naira here, 500 naira here, 100 naira here, like everything adds up. So ever since I've been bought, so like I'll advise anybody like that thing is a life changer.
So like
just budget.
Let's just to be clear, like the money lover is for
tracking,
for budgeting.
Yeah.
And which one is that reminds you your habit?
So for habits, I use Habitify.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll just put that like in the description below, so you guys get to see it.
So that's very key. So like
so
just
budgeting,
and if for me, I would just say that you should start with tracking. Okay. But this is an SOS meeting. This is not we are planning for SOS. Just cut anything you can cut down. Just cut it. Because for budget, I believe that for some people they need to like ease into it.
Yeah,
true. To take like 1 month, 2 months. But this is an SOS meeting. This is an intervention. We are doing an intervention on your behalf. So just cut everything. Cook. Try as much as possible not to go out. You go out or you going out in December.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on from that, I think now we would really want to talk about how to now make the most of your Detty. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So which tip can you give the people?
Like, is it like where you should spend your money on?
Like making the most of like the events and all.
I think if you're like what happened in 2019, that was the first time I went for a show.
Okay.
A show. Yeah, 2019, before the whole COVID stuff.
Which show was that?
That was me and Uncle's show.
Okay.
In I forgot the place again. So I stood. I don't know why these artists come late for these shows.
Wait, he came late.
Imagine me, I'm an early boy and a novice. So
first time.
And I came with my guy. My guy left me for woman. So it's only me that was there. Now I came there by 8. Me and Uncle came by 1.
It's a lie.
And performed in 1 hour and he left.
It's a lie. He came by 1.
I swear.
It's a lie.
He came like you know they bring out other artists that you didn't come to see.
Yeah.
Jiggets.
Okay, so the others guys.
So
wait, they perform for 5 hours.
The show started by 10, 11.
Oh.
Jiggets. So I just did waka. I even saw Corridors Park. I greeted the same person. Alpha. He said, "Come and buy for me." I said, "I even bought for you." Just the wait. But I didn't like the experience, to be honest. Like my leg was sore. I was standing all through. That's why I'm not rushing all of these tickets now. But I think overall it was a net positive. Like I like the fact I went out and to experience that. But I didn't like the fact I was standing. Anyone I'm going for, I have to sit down. But the thing about it is that I think right now, if you want, you just have to decide on. I know there is a lot of temptation to go for all the shows.
Yeah, there's a lot
in December. Like there is Maven's, there are 2 Whiskey concerts.
Yeah.
2. You get there is Ashake.
Yeah.
You know, so there's a lot of shows coming up, and I think always the best time you have to now decide on yourself which one is priority, which one do I want to go for. You don't go for all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Just pick.
So that's number 1 tip there. Don't go for everything.
Just pick the one. You can pick 2. Go out twice. Because anytime you leave Lagos, like before we used to say 5k, we moved to 10k.
Yeah.
Now in December it's going to be like
15, 20k. Plus also, in case you did not know, the reason why prices are higher is because they change in the apps, like in the.
It's called dynamic pricing. They change it based seasonally. So
they change it like isn't the algorithm. They literally change it. I was checking the app. I used to come from the house to the office this morning, and they have increased the price. And this is one of the cheaper apps. This is not Uber. This is not. They have increased it by 1k. No matter how many times I refreshed the app, it was still giving me that. So I knew that they have changed something in their system. These guys they change it. So this December too, they're going to change it again. So if you say you want to do all the shows,
because they know that everybody's going out.
They know everybody's going out. So
make the best out of it. So decide on which show you're going for, which person you want. Some people, I would advise that you pick the one that you sit down.
Yeah.
And pick the one that you stand up if you have to stand up. So just try and balance it out a bit and don't go for so much. It's always nice to like be part of the early birds, and also pay together, because I know that some people actually make consensus to pay as a group. right? So if you know that you have Jai friends, you get, and you are the kind of person that wants to sit down, some of those seats are like 3 million. So if you have Jai friends that will come together and you pay for a seat, you get, it's way more cheaper than only you stay by yourself, you get. So, because I know that the experience in this is actually not you going and experiencing just the singer or the artist, but you even experiencing the singer with your friends as well. So definitely always look for early birds. Then obviously try not to like do too much. Just pick 1 or 2 events and just lock it in that, oh, this is what I'm going to go for. But yeah, that's pretty much like how I'm thinking of it, is that that's how I'm looking at it from my end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So in addition to what you said about picking one, so what you can do also is most likely go on Twitter. I think Twitter is the only social network I really effectively search. You just go there, type December Lagos calendar or December wherever you are, Abakaliki calendar. Just type it there. You see there will be someone that has posted. I have this person I follow on Instagram. She does this thing she even does every weekend.
Wow. She
has like events. She does like an event calendar for every weekend, including prices, dates, location. No. She doesn't go for, but she curates everything for you, so you don't have to be going to the individual pages.
So nice.
So I think her name.
Give a shout out. Like.
So I think her name is Aware of Lagos.
Aware of Lagos.
Yeah.
On IG.
Yeah.
Shout out to her. She's doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, she's doing the Lord's. So if you subscribe to her newsletter, I get it every weekend. So you just decide, and if she has been doing that for every other week, of course she's also going to be doing for.
They plug people for this podcast.
Yeah. So
you guys have got like 3 major links already.
So I know most of them she's obviously going to do for December. So there are other people. I think there's the Lagos Weekender on IG. There's the time I was really looking for all of them.
I mean, is they bored now?
No, I know they ball. You know what I mean? I know they ball. But yeah, so like that's one thing I always like go and find out who is, because it reduces stress on your part. Yeah, those people, all they do like all the time is to go on pages, go and search. Ajake concert, how much? They write it down. This one concert, how much? Where is it? All you have to now do is go to their own list, pick the ones you want, and then also pay for it. And also, it's also good if you pay on time, because there's always one thing in Nigeria, there's early bird price. Yeah. So if you know that there's a show or whatever you want to go for, go and pay now, not tomorrow, because people are going this year, everybody's stressed. So everybody wants to go and relax. So you have to make sure that you are paying as early as possible to reduce your costs, because if you want to pay at the gates, anything you see, you take. So do you have any other points?
Yeah, there's something I noticed when I did the Detty December. There's something I didn't account for.
What?
The show finishing early and me not having transportation back home.
Is it that there was no Uber that day? Or
there was no Uber by that time. I don't know that things have changed, because you have other like this. But I was stuck by 2. Everybody just did go. Me, I did. I don't get car.
You came by 8.
So I had to wait for like 2 or 3 hours more.
Shit.
And I was just hanging around, doing absolutely nothing, just so that I can find Uber to take me home, right? Wow. And when I finally found an Uber to take, the guy was sleeping.
Wait, he was what?
He was sleeping while driving, though. I swear. Like, the guy was literally like dozing while driving me. I just didn't see him. When he was coming down the Tomiland. There's this pothole around Tomiland where you're going down. I don't know why it's still there even to date. But like we almost like
we were inside
jammed through it.
Are you serious?
So I just said, bros, I beg. I was saying, bros, I beg. He said that no, it's already closed. I said, I beg.
After waiting for 2 hours.
So like some people, I before then I didn't know, but I know that some people actually used to plan for shortlets and they pay ahead of time. So you know that the pricing of shortlet in December is different from pricing of shortlet exactly. So they find somewhere closer. Imagine if you're going, almost all the shows are on the island and you're living at Ebeda. Or you're staying at Aja and you don't have car.
Yeah.
You get. That's the big problem. So most people actually like, they, aside from the transport to go there, they've actually like booked Especially now that some of the shows are in like 1 week.
Yeah.
Some of them are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
So you just be at the short let and just be
going and coming out. So
I
think that's like a unique. Like right now, maybe you're thinking with friends. You guys can actually pay ahead of time and lock it down.
Yeah.
And that's pretty.
Another thing, all this would have been better if you had been planning since February. Exactly. But, I mean, there's some people that are listening to this that your income is baller income. Yeah. So if it's still run out.
But it's one of the things that like I didn't think of. Again, even at then, like I probably didn't even care about like taking the short leg, but just the experience of me coming back home. The guy, when he dropped me at home, he just slept. Like he just dropped me and said thank you, we paid everything, and he just stayed there and slept.
Wow.
So that sleep they catch her. That's it. Like that was it. He just said let me just sleep. He pushed his car seat to the back and just slept.
That means you don't hook him for
neck. I don't hook him. That was the truth. So me experiencing that, I'm just thinking that it's nicer to just have a car because these artists they will always come late.
Yeah, that's true.
So have a car or have a driver, or if you don't have those two, just stay somewhere close so that it makes everything easier. You're just safe. Just stay safe, man.
Yeah.
There's still January, guys.
Yeah, there's still January. Also, you should also like look out for discounts. A lot of people do promos for shows and stuff like that.
True.
So anyone you can put your head inside, just put your head inside.
Just reduce the cost.
Because I don't know if you've noticed, but the average has gone up. Yeah. Back in the day, there were like 3K shows, 5K shows. Now they're saying early bird.
Burna Boy caused this thing.
Burna Boy.
Burna Boy caused this.
How?
Burna Boy started with 50K.
His show was 50. The only person's show I knew that was up to 50K was the time Future came to Lagos. That was like 2019.
Yeah, but it's Future. You get? Like,
yeah.
I was just like, it's Future.
Yeah.
Maybe he's checking his dollar rate.
Yeah.
And saying, okay, you guys can handle it. But Burna Boy just started with 50K.
Like that was the minimum.
Yes.
Which year was that?
What year was this?
50K minimum.
Was it 2019?
Are you listening to us? I said 50K minimum.
Did you go for the show?
I didn't go for the show. You got me that I'm asking. I'm asking that Kenny.
It was. Let's say it was between 10. It was high.
50K is much for Burna Boy minimum.
It was like 30, 50. Let's just put it in that range. But that was the minimum. And he started it, and everybody was like, It was even more expensive than the video show.
Wow.
And that was it. And he came. Like,
and people came.
People came.
That's it.
He naive started this thing. So when he started it, everybody was like, so people get money like this.
Now you see early bird 30K. So you mentioned that early bird
30K.
30K. We are coming from 5K as minimum. As far let's just go out. Nice. Anyways, inflation. That was 7 days.
They pay them dollars. They are going around the world. Sorry, now people don't convert it for them.
That was 7 days.
But people will come with too much wahala.
That was 7 days. Anyway, so in line with the promotion, we also
we're planning a couple of tickets just to make sure that we cushion the effect of the costs that you guys are going through. So a couple of shows that you guys will be expecting from us is the Maven show, which I absolutely love. So that whole bulk.
Are you going for that one?
I don't even know. I don't know. But if I feel no show. But to help everybody that is doing Detty December, we're obviously going to do some promotions to help, and the announcements will come in a couple of days after the launch of this episode.
Are we going to be giving tickets?
Yeah, we're going to be giving tickets to 2 tickets in each of those shows.
Okay, so that's the Maven show,
the Ashake show, and I think Wiz.
Okay, Maven, Ashake, Wiz. We are doing too much. It's too much.
And it's 2 tickets each, so you're not alone.
So you mean one person will win 2 tickets?
Yes.
It's too much.
We don't want you to. Imagine if you have babe now. You guys have to experience it together.
You sacrifice now. You go for this one. Let me go for it.
So we're actually like trying to encourage and make it very fun for you guys to enjoy this December. At least we settle the tickets so that you can handle the rest.
every other thing.
Yeah.
So the announcements will be made on social media platforms.
Yeah, definitely. By December, first week of December, we should make it the announcements.
Okay.
First, second week, we should make it an announcement because most of the shows actually start like 3rd week.
To the 4th week. So just make sure you are tuned in so that you don't miss out of this. So that we helping you Detty your December.
Rush.
our God is blessing us as we are doing it. All right, this brings us to the end of our last episode of this season.
What did you like about, like, because we didn't have the slice like 6 months ago. Okay. What did you like about the experience?
I think the experience, one thing, I was applying things we were talking about. When we started, I won't lie. Let me not lie to anybody.
Bobo,
yes, like not that it's bobo, but it's like you're not preaching, exactly. You're not practicing what you're preaching. Yeah, like I knew like advice, but I wasn't using that advice. Yeah. So from like our maybe third, fourth episodes, we started thinking about like pay yourself first, things like that. Now like I just pay myself first. You get what I'm saying? Get myself like bam, I've thrown the money, thrown it far. I don't see like a portion of my income, I just throw it far. And I know it's somewhere looking at me. And all those other things we talked about. So it has just been like a learning experience and also like a doing experience. Because it's not just learning, I'm also like doing. And also, I think it has also helped me because for each episode, we always have to make sure that we research.
Yes.
So I'll say that from 6 months ago to now, I
Toby
know...
does a lot of research, baby. You guys, shout out to you,
Yeah.
man.
My this is coming soon. Toby Desk. David Desk. Didi. So there's a lot of like learning and there's a lot of learning on financial. What about you?
I think the reception has been good. Like we've seen people, the listeners actually publicize, hey, this is like my top 10 podcast. We've seen people actually like resonate with the conversations that we're having. We've seen people share, and people are actually learning to learning better about personal finance, and that was always the goal. It wasn't actually you will invest your money in cable. But the general idea was that how do we make the conversation for money much more mainstream and much more relatable?
Because honestly, a lot of people are showing money, but they're not talking about the money.
Yes.
Like you see someone buy like Range Rover latest, but how did you get the money? Like that is 50 million naira we are seeing. How did you get 50 million naira? True. You get what I'm saying?
I think the exciting thing about season 2 is that we did a lot of groundwork in this episode. And I think the next episode would actually like be bringing more people, like let them tell us how they made the money.
Yeah.
I think that would be interesting to see.
We've already done
we've done like testing it out, but
now
a lot of them will be like, oh, how did you like tell us? They make this, like we can bring freelancers that are making $16,000 per month. Like how to connect us? Let's know. They will mention where they are making that money, and everybody gets to benefit from it. And that's really the secret sauce in this life. Like, at the end of the day, we want everyone to sort of prosper. We want everybody to be part of this global economy. We want you guys to be made so that you can come and share with me. Do you understand? As per commission, make I just take 10%. Do you understand?
So thank you everyone for listening. We appreciate your patronage? Is it patronage?
The cool see if you're listening to this and you're not part of a Telegram group, that's the only thing I've said in this episode. I didn't say you should give me money. Just be part of the Telegram, because we give like a lot of these things that we talk here, we say in this podcast.
We break it down
even better in our Telegram group. So definitely you would have to like tune in, and always is in the description. It's very exclusive for really interesting conversations going there. So just be part of it to help with building your personal finance and being a baller.
Very key. Thank you very much, Jam, and thank you all for joining on our last episode. See you in 2023.
Yes.
2023, Abby?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't forget it.
Yeah, that's true. Anyways.
Look forward to my wedding next year.
Oh, shit.
I joke.